Hi everybody, welcome back to Bearded Reef. My name's Ross. In this video we're going to do a follow-up from the algae outbreak I had last week. I'll show you what's happening with that, and I've also got some new corals to show you guys. Okay, hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks very much for watching the videos. Massive thank you to those who've already subscribed. If you haven't already subscribed, that's the number one way you can support me. If you want to support the channel at all, please hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up as well. Anyway, formalities out of the way. This video is going to be a kind of update video from last week on the Green Hair Algae. So, maybe not see it just now, but I'll show you in a second. Green Hair Algae, update on that is I've been manually removing some, just by picking it off the rock, netting bits out, changing the filters, filter floss every day, sorry. I've also added an urchin, which seems to be doing quite well. Quite slow at progress, but that's fine. Nothing quick happened, nothing good happens in reefing, should I say, quickly. Other than that, cleanup crew's still making some work of it, but not fantastic. So yeah, I'm going to try a different approach here, which, Flux RX, that's what I went for. So I just want to say a massive thank you to every one of you who have commented, sent me a message, got in touch with me. The support I've had for this has been phenomenal. I know it's Green Hair Algae, it's not the end of the world, but it makes the tank look terrible. So I just want to say a massive thanks to everybody who's made recommendations, different things to try, different messages of support and so on. So I really do appreciate it. But the resounding winner was this Flux RX here. So order some Flux RX, we'll get some of that in. I haven't added it in yet, so I'll show you exactly what I need to do with this. We'll get that added in and I'll show you that. Other big thing is I've got quite a few new corals in the tank. Now I know the last video was quite quick. I was a bit stressed out with the Green Hair Algae and so on, so I just kind of skirted over that one. But we have got quite a few new corals in the tank, so I'll run through them, show you exactly what they are, and thank the relevant people for them. A lot of these corals have been gifted actually from people on Ultimate Reef, which is one of the forums that I use. So I do want to say a massive thank you to those people, but I'll tell you more about that when I show you it. So yeah, that's really, this week's been spent at manually removing the Green Hair Algae and setting the cleanup crew to work. So I think I'll try and keep this video relatively short. I'll show you exactly what's went on with the algae, I'll show you the different corals and so on. We'll dose the Flux RX and show you how to do that, and that'll probably round off this video. So let's dive into that now and I'll show you what's what. Okay, so this is how the tank looks just now. I'm going to show you under blues first and then we'll jump to the whites and show you that one, but this will be under blues anyway. So the eagle-eyes amongst you will know that there's a coral at the top centre of the tank that is new and quite a special one. So I think I'll cut straight to that and show you that one first. So this coral up here is what I believe to be a TCK master. So I just want to give a massive shout out and a massive thanks to Nessie's Lair. Nessie's Lair's my new sponsor if you've seen the last video. But Nessie's Lair actually managed to get me this coral, so huge thank you to them. Quite a lot of the corals in my tank have came from Nessie's Lair, so if you are looking for any corals, get in touch with Jamie at Nessie's Lair and he'll sort you out. We do have the website as well, which is put on the screen here, and don't forget if you use the code BeardedReef10 you'll get 10% off your order. So yeah, this is the new torch that I've got. Like I say, I believe it's a TCK Master. It does look very similar to the Holy Grail, but I think this one's a TCK Master. Camera doesn't really do it justice, but it does have the kind of blue purplish base with the yellow arms and the kind of greenish white tips on the end of it. It does look a million times better in person than what it does here. But overall I'm really happy with it. So again, massive thanks to Nessie's Lair. Both my torches actually came from Nessie's Lair, so this one here was also from Nessie's Lair. This is your standard kind of Aussie green tip torch, so yeah, both of them looking really quite good just now. So again, I'm just going to show you guys the tank as it is, like I said. I'll show you the corals and so on, and what's been happening. So the Zoa garden isn't looking too bad, to be fair. It is still covered in quite a lot of algae. There was a bit around here where the Utter Chaos and the fake lime chilies were that was getting kind of choked out with the algae, so I've removed some of that more in there just to try and give that bit of breathing space. Round the side here, some more Zoas. I actually got them from another guy on Ultimate Reef called Shawsy, so thank you very much to Shawsy for them. And round the back is my new photosynthetic Gorgonian. Now it's probably easier actually to show you this from the front here, I think. If I can get the camera to focus, which might be quite difficult, you'll see that there now. This photosynthetic Gorgonian came from another guy on Ultimate Reef, actually that was local to me, which is Hoggy1984, so a massive thank you to Hoggy for that one. I'd put a post up saying I was looking for the photosynthetic Gorgonian and Hoggy had some, so kindly gave me that one. I actually really like it. It's started to grow quite quick actually, to be fair, so you can see the polyps are slightly out in it there. But yeah, it's something I've been looking for a while, so thanks to Hoggy for that one. Also, when I was at Hoggy's place, he gave me this new firework clove polyp here, so yeah, again, another massive thank you for that one. This actually looks stunning. Again, the camera doesn't really do it justice today for some strange reason. I don't know what's going on, but apologies for that one. It is a really, really nice coral. It does look fantastic when you see it in person, but for some reason this camera just isn't picking up the colours quite as well as it normally does. So yeah, as you'll notice here, the Frillitonga mushroom, now that used to sit over on the right hand side at the back of this red discosoma here, but as you'll see it's puffed up and grown quite big now, so it was covering the Frillitonga, so I've had to move that out of the way and I've just moved it down on the sandwork there. So yeah, we'll just jump back. Like I said, so our garden doing alright. Up here actually, sorry, you might notice there's a little pup dropped off that discosoma at the back there. So this is going to be my new kind of torch garden area up here. Then there is some mushroom frags in the back there I want to say thank you to Robert for. Robert's gave me them, so a massive thanks to him. I don't know if we'll be able to see it or not, but just round the back there is the urchin. I'll try and zoom in a little. It's not going to pick up great focus, but that's the urchin that I got from Nessie's there, which has been doing a fantastic job actually. You'll see kind of this area of the rock up here has been cleaned really, really well. So that's the urchin that's done that. Duncan's still looking healthy. I've got some frags up in the frag rack here just to get them out of the way. The wrasters are growing really well. That was a single polyp when I got them, so as you can see they've grown pretty good. There's the little wrast that I got from Nessie's there again. That's looking awesome just now. Kids on it shy, but it's out all the time, so yeah, possum wrast is actually a great addition to tanks if you're looking for something with a bit of character. So that's the possum wrast there. This clown that keeps photobombing is the one that actually had all the issues with it. It was the one that had its stomach problems at the start, and then the one that was stung by the tubing enemy. So as you'll see, he's actually doing really well. Both the clowns are looking quite healthy actually. We'll cut down to the fan favourite here, which is the Florida Recordia. Everybody seems to love this one, myself included. So I think there's 3 or 4 heads on that one now. Little bits of anodes you can see in the sand there, but I think that's just due to low flow. Hopefully get that sorted out soon. Some of the Bam Bam in there. Apologies for the camera not focusing. But yeah, this is another coral that I got from Nessie's Lair at the weekend there. So this one is my new Blasto. Again, colours don't really look the same as they do in person here, but the centre of this is actually quite a really bright kind of lime green colour. Then you've got the purple outside to that with the kind of red tips on it, but really, really nice coral again from Nessie's Lair. And there is some new heads on the side of that there, if I can get that to focus. So yeah, fantastic actually. Quite a few new corals in the tank. Tank overall was looking quite good, apart from the algae obviously. So yeah, I will jump on, I'll show you actually under whites now, just so you can see quite how bad the algae is. I know the blue masks quite a lot and it looks not too bad here, but when you see under whites in a second you'll understand what's going on. So yeah, I'll show it under whites now so you guys can see that. Okay, so here we are. I've put the whites on now so you can see that. I'll just do a quick tour in the tank to show you. Basically there's the Zoa garden. Still quite a lot of algae there. Up on the top now, there's less algae up here now than what there was before, 100%. That's kind of calmed down quite a bit. As you can see, the urchin's making good work through there. You'll be able to see that a bit better in there now. So yeah, the urchin's doing a fantastic job. This side, still quite a bit of green algae down this side here. And I'll quickly show you around the back so you can see what's going on around there. Now this was by far the worst. Has cleared up a little bit, but again that's just the urchin that's doing its work there, so I don't know if you'll actually see the urchin that's in the back there. Try and zoom in a little for you. So yeah, there's the urchin there. It's actually got some algae on its hat just now. So yeah, that's really the tank, folks, and how it's looking with the Green Hair Algae just now. Next step will be the Flux RX, which I have here. So we'll get this Flux RX. I'll show you quickly how to put that in, how to dose it. You know, if you've got a tank this size, I think this can be quite awkward because, you know, there's the doses there. So you'll see, you know, I've got a very small tank here, so we'll try it and see anyway, see how we get on, and hopefully it's going to clear up this algae. So yeah, let's take a look at that now and I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so like I said, this is the Flux RX that I'm going to be using. It's from Blue Life USA, reef safe, easy to use, safe on both Bryopsis and Green Hair Algae, and it's approved by veterinarians. So treats up to 100 gallons this one, so this is the 2000 milligram that I've got, and it gives you instructions on the back. Now if you do have a bigger tank and you buy the bigger box, then the volumes on here are more suited to that, but this shows you exactly what you need for the smaller tanks. So for nano tanks this is perfect. So yeah, just as simple and effective levels, easily achieved and maintained quickly for effectiveness when Bryopsis and Green Hair Algae are present. So this is really what you want to use. Everybody in the comments has said use this. So many messages of people telling me to use this as well and saying it's fantastic. So the directions are saying to turn off the skimmer. I don't run a skimmer, so that's not a problem. Discontinue using activated carbon. I'll remove that just now before we start this. I don't have any phosphate remover or so on in there, so don't have any other chemical filtration. Literally I'm just going to leave in the filter socks. So it does say here, during the course of treatment, filter socks are recommended to aid in cleaning the aquarium. So I'm going to leave the filter floss in. I'm not going to use the socks because I don't actually like the socks, to be honest with you. But I'll use the floss anyway and see how we get on with that one. It says here don't use if you have microalgae or refugium and allow 10 to 14 days. So there we go. Anyway, my tank's 15 gallons, so it says here 30 cc's, which is 2 scoops of that. So I'm going to do 3 scoops, obviously, because 15 gallons. So I'll do 3 of the small scoops and see how we get on with that. So open this up and take a look inside. This is literally what you get. So Flux RX, and it's just a powder actually, I think. Yeah, just a little powder there. Some instructions on the bottle. So you get a large spoon, and the one that I'll be using is this small spoon here. So yeah, kind of self-explanatory. I'll put this in. So I'm going to use 3 of these small spoons. We'll get this in the tank, and we'll see where it goes. Like I say, I'll put the results of this in next week's video and show you anyway, but I just wanted to show you guys exactly what it was before I started using it. So this is Flux RX. I'll get this in, and yeah, fingers crossed it works. Okay, so there we go. That's where we're at with the tank. Personally, I think it looks a lot better. I know it's nowhere near back to normal yet. We've still got a long way to go, but that's just been manually removing, like I say, and with the cleanup crew. So hopefully with that dose of Flux RX that I've just put in there, that'll make quite a big difference. And again, I'll do a video in a week's time and show you guys just what difference that's made. Fingers crossed it works quite well, but we'll just need to wait and see. Wanted to mention, I've deliberately left the canopy on the top this time. I know a lot of people have asked why I don't have a jump guard on here. I do have the jump guard, it's the DD one on there. It's not quite perfect at the back now because I've got the cables from a wave maker, so I need to cut a little hole out of that, just let it sit flush. It probably gives you the illusion the tank's sitting kind of off centre here, a bit of an angle, but it's not as level. So just wanted to point that one out in the video. Don't really think of much else for you in this video, to be honest. I just really wanted to show you the new corals, say a thank you, and show you the treatment. So I'll join you again next week and I'll show you exactly what's what, where we're at with the tank, and hopefully the algae is starting to disappear a bit better. But in the meantime, thank you very much for watching the video, really do appreciate it. Like I said before, if you want to support me in the channel, all you need to do is give the video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it if you did that. So massive thank you to everyone who has, and if you haven't already, if you could please consider it, I would really appreciate it. Hope you guys are staying safe out there, hope you're doing well, hope your tanks are looking great. Take care folks, bye bye.